Pas loin. All right. Thank you very much, Master Genie, for that great, opening concerning the certificate revolution. If you're watching, I want you to share the link with your friends and family, great families on TikTok. Thank you for watching. If you're watching via the YouTube, you're welcome. I greet our Mommy Abiola Kende, all the way from Italy. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you very much, ma. I can see the 001 real estate cluster global cluster in the person of Ambassador Abosede Eko. I can see the 001 360 and beyond moral network in the person of Cluster and Rex. And I can see Sparky Eunice. I can see Sparky Sahid. Thank you for coming by today. It's a beautiful Friday. It's a certificate Friday. And, it's a great one. It's something that I am super excited about. I'm super excited about. And I am really happy. I love the meeting we did this morning, and where people were like, wow, do we have something like this? Someone was even saying, why should Nigeria allow somebody like Ambassador Adekunle Badmus leave Nigeria, based in Turkey, using his knowledge, everything to add value to the Turkish people, and why the nation is there. People have approached me and said, please get close to the politician. They need your advice. They need you based on all of these things that you've created, and we can actually do a whole lot of things. But truth be told, we are working, and we need everyone to actually reach out to them. If you're close to them, reach out to them. I was talking to the chief of staff, no, the um, special advisor to Mr. President on employment and job creation. And I just told him that you've been saying you're busy. Your WhatsApp, you know, we're both on the eye table together a few days back here in Turkey. The entire team of the vice president office, the deputy chief of staff, and all of that. We were together, and we were talking about them, following up. We don't just come and have a forum and just talk and just make the news headline, and everybody was is just watching. That is not development. Development has to be intentional, regardless of how many of us on the TikTok live right now, regardless of how many of us on the Spark Up right now, we can transform, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We can create a beautiful United States of Africa. It is possible. It is possible. And I can prove that. I'm in Republic of Turkey. Who started Turkey is one man, the founder of Turkey. You understand? Which is Ataturk, the founder of Turkey, started it. And you need to see the blueprint. The man is no longer alive, but the work is still going on. How many people started United States of America? The same America everybody is going to today. It's just 12 families. 12 families come together. 12 families. And when you mean family, it's spearheaded by a man, which means 12 men. 12 men. 12 men started. 12 men started, the United States of America. Look at how big and how strong United States is all over the world. And you can go on and on and on like that. The whole world is created by through an idea. Even the maker of the universe started with an idea. And the certificate revolution is not a spectacle. Through this, we are creating a certificate university. We are creating a certificate college. We are creating skill. Skill is the new education. Skill is the new education. It is no longer 4 years
Nice.
course. It is no longer 2 years course. It's not. No, skill is the new education. Constant championing your skill is what makes you stay relevant in whatsoever you're doing. That is what makes you stay relevant. So I want to say to everyone listening to me that the certificate revolution, we should let it get what it needs. And what does it need? It needs us to share our thoughts on all of our social media platforms. It needs us to copy the link in the message box there, in our WhatsApp group, and share with our friends, share with the group, you know, share with um, people that are very close to us, all of our contacts on our social media platform, on our WhatsApp groups. We need to do all of these things. We need to make all of these things happen. It is in our end. The solution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, nobody will fix your country for you. It is you Nigerians that will fix Nigerians. Certificate Revolution is capable of creating over 100 million jobs. This is emphasizing on scale. Through the Certificate Revolution, we are doing digital literacy, 1 billion in Africa. Between now and the next 5 years, by 2030, we want to achieve 100 million in Nigeria. You need to join us on this movement. Thank God for the GCE that will constantly check most of our, people that say they sabi something. If you sabi something, how much of it do you sabi? And that is why the GCA is here. On the 30th of May, people are already registering. And guess what? Guess what GCA is doing for people? It's giving people an opportunity more than survival, more than survival, in such a way that you could recruit people and earn commissions, you know, through the global competency assessment test. People can check how much of what they know they know. You know, this is not something you know anyone should joke with. This is not something that anyone should joke with. This is something people should take placard on and tell every youth that what's your stability, what's your certification, what do you know, what can you do, you know, ensure that you demonstrate what you know. What you know is gold right now. What you know is not just an ordinary I know this thing anymore. It is now the real education. You know, understand? That thing you sabi, that thing you are just tó ń fojú tẹ́ńbẹ́lú tó ń wò pé mo kàn mọ kíní mo dẹ̀ mọ́ ṣe dáadáa o. That thing you can do and you can do very well. It's your stability. And if you can pay more attention on it, it will really, really make too much sense. It will make too much sense, not just for you, but for your generation yet unborn. Don't joke with your stability anymore. Your stability is not longer an ordinary thing anymore. It's something that everyone should pay a serious attention to. My name is Dr. Adekunle Badmos, and I'm saying that all of us should all come together to take the certificate revolution serious. And I'm saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, instead of shouting, instead of looking at what our country has not done or what our leaders has not done, let us take the certificate revolution serious. Let us take the certificate revolution serious. Certificate revolution is here. is there to uplift everyone. Make sure none of your kids only have a mere certificate. Ensure that everyone around you, every youth around you, you know, uh, uh, they all sabi something. You know, they all sabi something.
Yes,
You know, they all sabi something. It's
yes,
very,
very
very important. It's something that you should not joke with. It's something that everyone should take very serious. Again, low hanging fruit. The the GCEA is here to empower you. Is here to give you cash flow. We are currently looking at possibilities of having coordinators in every state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and in the other 53 African nations. So if you know somebody and that knows somebody that can actually rep us, please don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. Let us all come together and do this. Let us all come together and do this. It's SABiFICATE Revolution. I know a lot of people are here. I want you to talk. I still have a lot to say, but let me hear from you know Sparky Abiola Kennedy, our mama from Italy. What's your take on SABiFICATE Revolution? Please speak to us.
good, good evening, good, good evening, good evening, everyone.
Excellent evening
Are
to
you
you. We
hearing
can
me?
hear you. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you very much for this privilege to say
Mm,
something about this certificate revolution hub.
mm,
Yes, you are right. I actually have that kind of thing in mind in which I've been buying property for. I call it Grace Life Rehabilitation Center,
mhm,
whereby I go to the prison to meet them and make sure by the time they were released into the citizen,
mm,
they become a returned citizen. And for them not to be useless, I, I aim at having a skill center
mm,
whereby they were trained different kinds of skills, such as barbing, plumbing, etc., like that.
mm, mm,
Anything skill, anything they were capable to rightly said. Every one of us are wired with one thing or the other.
mm,
And for me, I am a multi-talented person.
mm,
I can do so many things at the same time, but how to regulate, distribute it is what I am after now.
mm,
And I know with the discovery of clusters,
mm,
my aim is getting higher and higher, and my clarity is becoming more and more.
mm,
Because in my imagination before, I
mm,
thought is something that cannot be possible. But when I met one of this clusterian in the camp, I found out it is something that is possible. And I give kudos to Ambassador Badmos. You are a wonder in our generation. And I pray in the name of Jesus, you, you will achieve all goals, and your children and every member of your family and every one of us in the house this minute. So what am I saying? I've gotten all this property. I need
mm,
assistance
mm.
to make it come to pass.
Of course, it will come to pass. This is the
I
solution
am
gradually.
ready,
Mm.
and I've got some property ready for such. So I don't know how you people will rally around this vision in my own town, hometown in Ishara North, because all the children
We will
there
create it.
are useless.
It's a
Sometimes
done
when I
deal,
go to
man.
my country,
It's a
I,
done deal. We're
I
doing
weep
it.
a lot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I
It's a
cry
done
a
deal.
lot And how much am I? There was a time I was even distributing money to them, and the money is not sufficient. I cried.
I've done it before.
I cried
I felt like
because
it's
they've
not
turned
money that we
every
need to
one of
share.
them into
We need to share.
beggars.
We need to let them have something
No
that they know.
money, but skills.
Skills, yeah.
Please, if there's
Mm.
any way in my next trip to Nigeria, I will let our ambassadors know about this so that we can do something first. The property is there already. We want to build it and we want to make it happen real to the glory of God. It's not about me, it's about these children that they must be part of this nation and fix the problems of Nigeria. Thank you very much. This is all I have to say for now.
Wow.
Thank you so much. I'm
amazing.
happy I'm part of cluster.
Yeah. That is not just small. That is impacting the whole community. And you can see that the 002 certificate revolution, you can see you have another job. You know, the former ambassador to Nigeria in Congo Brazzaville donated a land for the same cause in Abuja. And you are actually donating a land for your great people over there. We are having certificate college there. We're having certificate college there. And we're going to do in the whole of the 37 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we are going to do in the other 53 nations of Africa. We are stopping at nothing. Nothing can stop us. In as much as I am breathing, in as much as me, Badmus, I'm breathing, this is a done deal. This is not a spectator call. Regardless of who supports us or who does not support us.
Is your strength.
Everything I make in my life, I'm ready to put it behind this cause to ensure that we create an enabling environment for people to sabi something, for people to learn stuff so that they can use it to build their lives. It's a done deal. Thank you, ma, for offering your land to say, oh, let's build in that land. So congratulations to the SABiFICATE Revolution team.
It's already there. I want to do, and I want to do more.
So we are doing it. Next year we're starting the program, the building. We're going to be starting a building for the certificate store. And we're going to be considering either of the two, either from your end or from the Abuja. We're going to start, and we're going to, the two projects are in the pipeline for us, and we're going to do them. No problem. Thank you very much. Let's hear from the 001. Let's hear from the 001 360 and beyond in the person of Cluster Forex. Forex, add your voice. What's your take on today's SABiFICATE revolution? Cluster Forex, please. Forex.
Right. Thank you, sir. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, let me just go straight to the point. This is 5:40. Tonight's discussion has opened our eyes to something powerful, honestly. And I know, or I believe that we already know that in our era today, many people focus only on visible talents, certificates, connections, and public success. But behind most successful individuals are invisible skills, silently shaping their lives and opportunities. So what do I mean? What am I saying when I say invisible skills, or what am I trying to say? Invisible skills are abilities people may not immediately see physically, but they strongly affect a person's success, relationships, opportunities, and growth. To mention but a few, we have a long list. So they are not like holding a microphone, operating a camera, driving a car, designing graphics. Those are visible skills. I know we're talking about skills. Yeah, what you can do, what you know how to do, what's your certificate or stability, what's that and you know how to do, showcase your talent, be visible, don't keep quiet, don't. So invisible skills are deeper internal capacities that influence how a person behaves, responds, works, learns, communicates, and handles life. Yes, invisible skills are deeper, internal, deeper. It comes from within. These are internal capacities that influence how a person behaves, how a person responds, how he works, how he learns, how he communicates and handles life. So I want to quickly give us a few examples or simple examples of invisible skills. Invisible. Number one is communication skill. Communication skill. Knowing how to speak wisely, respectfully, and clearly. I'll give us an example. Two people may have the same talent, but the one who communicates better often gets more opportunities. Master Jini said something earlier. It's not about your grammar. No, no, it's not. It's not about how fluent, but you know how to pass your message across. You don't have to be an excellent speaker, but you know how to break things down. And so number two, emotional intelligence, the ability to control emotions and understand people properly. Let me give us an example. A person who gets angry at every correction may lose major opportunities. I used to be like that. You understand? Like many years ago, of course. What this person is saying, you understand? But I discovered that if you are teachable, if you humble yourself, even when you know and somebody is trying to point out some things, pay attention. Just allow the person land. You don't have to say, I already know this, I already know that. You understand? So it's important to be teachable. In this era, we have to be teachable. Those that are, if you're on TikTok, please, you can, this is something, or this is to the world. All right. TikTok, Facebook, you understand? Another one is consistency, the ability to continue even when motivation disappears. Let me repeat, consistency, the ability to continue even when motivation disappears. Let me give us an example. Someone posting business content every day, okay, may grow faster than somebody who only posts once in 3 months. It got to, maybe last week, or yeah, maybe sometime, I guess sometime last week, I said to myself, if I've been posting stuff, and it delivers, it gets to my Instagram, my Facebook. I'm not really a Facebooker, kind of, you understand, but I once I send stuff and it goes there, and why are people not really, you understand, I ought to have, you understand. So I said to myself, come, I will not stop. Yes, I will not stop until I get results. I will not stop, honestly. I have to come to that point, though it was not easy, reaching that junction. You understand? It wasn't easy getting to that point. I just said to myself, oh boy, see, just continue. Don't say, I've been saying this thing for a whole month now. I did not seeing it. Some people are observing, they are seeing it. And maybe someday somebody will just call, I've been seeing this thing here. What about? Like, tell me about it. And before you know what's happening, there's a channel or an avenue to explain the thing to the person. And even if the person is not interested, he may have somebody. And I have somebody that has been talking about, okay, and before you know what's happening, he has helped you, he has helped you, get the message across to the person you don't know, but he knows the person. But because you have given the information, all right. So it's very, very important. And time management. I'm winding up, please. Time management, knowing how to respect and manage time. I'll give us an example quickly. Some people lose contracts simply because they are always late. Another one is relationship management. The ability to treat people properly and maintain healthy connections is important. We're always talking about accurate connection, accurate knowledge, accurate information. It has to be accurate. So let me give us an example. Many doors open through relationships maintained with wisdom and respect is important. Because somebody, what does it mean? Is it because it's feeding me? I beg you, don't ever, you understand? No. Even if the person has offended you, there's a way to still, I'm not saying people should take a igbe and rub it on your face and you'll be smiling. They put inside your mouth and you say, it's because, no, that's what I'm saying. But don't get violent. Don't become uh, um, um, somebody who is ready to, inflict injury. You understand what I'm trying to say? Adaptability is another one. The ability to adjust and learn in changing situations. I'll give us an example quickly. People who refuse to learn new technology may struggle in modern systems. Very, very important. And that's what SABiFICATE revolution is. One of the major reasons or essence of this hub, okay, it's about what you need to do right now, what is has taken over the world, like it's the real deal. And the last one is discipline, doing what is necessary even when it is not convenient, doing what is necessary even when it is not convenient. And I'll give us this example. This is the last example: waking up early to learn, improve, or build something valuable consistently. All right. um I'm going to stop right here. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Master
Oh,
Jimmy. Thank you.
amazing, spectacular. It's a great one there from Cluster Farex on today's certificate revolution. I'm super excited to hear from. As we're talking, we have the grand entrance of Sparky Dominic. You're welcome. So let's hear from the O01 real estate cluster of the global cluster, the person of Cluster and Ambassador Abosede. What's your take on today's certificate revolution?
Good evening, Ambassador. I don't know if it's evening there or night.
It's
How
evening
is your
already.
base and how are you doing?
Thank
How
you.
are you
Thank
doing
you, ma.
today?
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Yeah, I'm
We
great.
thank God for your activities over there in Turkey. We are seeing the activities doing Nigeria proud, making us global clusterians proud. And we are proud of you also, Ambassador. Please keep it up. And may God keep you and Global Daniel to continue to lead. So I want to say
Amen.
good evening again to Master Ginny. Thank you for the good job. Thank you, Fares, for keeping up, and good evening to everyone. I really loved what that's our speaker from Italy also. I love what she said. It's a great one, touching and imparting humanity. And that is what the global cluster stands for, what our president stands for. So, and that's what all of us too are being uh, brought up to do, are being trained to do. So it's a call to serve humanity. It's a call to put smile on the face or faces of certain people. It's a very good one. It's a welcoming one. And by God's grace, when the movement will start, all of us will be ready to be part of it, to work with her through our global president. I will be available. It's a great one. Giving back to your society, giving back to your community. God has blessed you doing something to alleviate the problem, the sufferings of the people, and also making people see reason to live again instead of thinking of packing it up and ending it. They can still live and still become somebody great in life. So it's a great one, and I really commend her, and I appreciate her. She'll be here, and I pray that God Almighty, humanity will reward her. Just like the global president said, it's a done deal. It's something that is doable. Now I know when he says that, he is going to be committed to that, and so we are all going to work with you to make sure fully achieved. And having said that, the GCA is like my boss said, is the real deal. It's a no-brainer. Let all of us be more committed. I've been trying my best. It's just for me to go on my knees now and pray that they should pay now. At least they should pay now. Let my boss see that I'm trying, because
Yes,
without
so
that payment and
make them pay.
eh, without payment and registry for the exam, let my oga receive alert. You won't really understand that I'm sweating. Ẹdìyẹ ńláàgùn ìyá ara ẹni ò jẹ́ rí. I call them every day. I talk. Kí ló dé? And they keep telling me, don't worry, ma, we are going to pay very soon. We are going to do the coming to the office, blah blah. So I pray, out of the number I have, the great numbers, at least I want some good number to respond. And I believe they are going to do that, because I'm not leaving them a moment. One even told me one day, ma, you are trying. No, you called me again. I said, yes. If you say you pay yesterday, why didn't you pay? I'm sorry. My uncle said it's the next week. Okay.
I'll follow up again. So let's put all our energy, our strength. I believe a lot of information have gone to the groups, to the global cluster group, even to the sparkles and in our meetings. If every clusterian, every sparky can just work on one person to register for the TCA, just one person, I think by end of the month we should be having over 300. So I just want us to add more energy and still encourage others, our staff, like I did. I told my staff, my admin to also post for me. Is all these Gen Zs, you should bring them, and all these artisans, they should come. And I pray that by the end of the month, before then, we are going to have good number. Thank you so much for the opportunity. A wonderful evening to you all. God bless you.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Consistency is the key. By the time this thing that you're saying you're doing, they will start coming. The day they will start registering, you can have even 10, 20 people registering at a go. And that is it. Just keep doing it. Don't stop doing it. Keep doing it. Don't stop. So that is the ideology behind success. One of the major ingredients behind success is to ensure that we keep on showing up. You can see the global clusters, you can see the sparkle. It is no longer a spectator call. It's a done deal. This has come to stay. It has come to stay. And I want to say congratulations ahead to all of us. On the 6th of July is our second year anniversary. I hope we are all getting ready for that too. And we're all equally getting ready for my birthday in the Republic of Turkey in November. Let us be intentional about everything on. Sparky Dominic, you're welcome. You can unmute yourself and add your voice. It's SABiFICATE Revolution. We're saying that skill is the new education. Why a lot of people are still struggling to do jam, they are struggling to do this. Skill is the new education. What's your take on this? Sparky Dominic.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%, sir.
Alone.
I agree 100%. I agree with you, sir. I'm just coming from a funeral, yeah, especially this 21st century, you know.
Sorry
competition is very keen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we need skills. We need skills to succeed.
Do you want to say something? Had your voice.
I think that's all I have to say. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let me hand over the baton to the 002 SABiFICATE Revolution, to give his own submission and then, as the leader on this revolution so that he can give final submission and then close the meeting. Over to you, Cluster and Olukayode. Cluster Kayode Oyedoto, the 002 SABiFICATE Revolution. What's your take, your own submission, and in closing?
Hello, Master Genie, are you there? Hello, hello.
Master Genie, are you there? Is Master Genie available?
Or has he lost connection? All right, boss. Maybe he's having difficulty or something. We can't hear him, and we don't know what's up. I don't know if it's network or. Hello, MG, are you there? Hello, Master Genie.
If Master Genie is not available, then I will be closing the meeting. It's SABiFICATE Friday. You know, I want to appreciate everyone that has been consistent on this revolution. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. We are here. We want the ministry involved to adopt this revolution. We want people to take this serious. My brother, Dr. Daniel Ayodele, was very angry at the meeting we had with the government people and said, we've been doing this, but you guys are not following up. We've organized Deco Expo. We've done this. We've done this. We're trying to create value into our father's land. But it's quite unfortunate that most of these values, people are not taking it serious. When I started talking this morning on a live show, someone noticed that when it comes to learning, it bores people. When it comes to the real deal that will take them from where they are to where they ought to be, it becomes something that they are sluggish about. But I want to tell you, SABiFICATE Revolution is ready to create 100 million jobs in Nigeria. You understand? And if you add your own contribution to this call, it will be the best thing that can ever happen. Simple resharing. Just you see a post, you reshare. Simple, you see that, Lucien Ferret just come up with the review, and you post the review to people. When we share the link, you share the link. Simple, the fact that you talk about things that happen, like today, we have discussed that the new education now is skill. The new education, the real education, what education that people should focus on now, it's actually skill. All of these things are things that add value, that add growth to what we are currently building. Inviting, you can, Parex did something today by, pre-calling the people and said, join us. You understand? By calling the people and said, join us. That is something, is an ingredient. It's part of the ingredient that this revolution needs to grow. Paying attention to it, talking about it. When you see a youth, ask the youth, what's your stability? What's your stabilification? Engage them. Let them be part of something. Let them do something. Let them take action on something. And I tell you, you see, you will not know what you're doing. You will not know who you are impacting positively. You will not know how important this will be to the people. You understand? So you will not know. All of these things are the things that are very, very, very important. Having said that, it's SABiFICATE Revolution of the Global Clusters, and we are saying, instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, instead of occupying us, instead of creating chaos in our community, let us engage in SABiFICATE Revolution. Let's engage in SABiFICATE Revolution. And the SABiFICATE Revolution is here to transform people's lives. The certificate revolution is here to take people from where they are to where they ought to be. The certificate revolution is a big deal that everyone should take very serious. The certificate revolution is the best thing that can ever happen to anybody in life. You understand? So let us all take certificate revolution serious. Serious. Yeah, let us all take certificate revolution serious. Let us not joke with this great opportunity. Let us take it serious. It is what we have that we used to add value to our father's land. It is the thing that we can do to be able to like touch the lives in our community. Let us, someone just came from Italy and said, I'm ready to make sure that my community, you know, enjoy this certificate revolution. I'm donating a land. She donated her own land today. And she's not the only one. The former ambassador to Ambassador Deborah Ilia said, I'm donating my land to it too. People are donating what they have to be able to like create this awareness. So what are you doing? By just sharing, by just inviting people, it, it's something that you should do. You understand? It's something that everyone should be part of. This is a nation call. Just like our former national anthem said, arise, O Pantra. Nigeria is calling you. You have to obey. This is a nation call. This is something that everyone should take very serious. Having said that, I want to draw the curtain today and by asking a simple question. Who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We are not just a social media platform with a marketplace with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Africa. And our mantra is MAGA, make Africa great again. Make Africa great again. And, in every nation, we have a unique mantra. As we're talking, we have the grand entrance of our patron in the person of Dr. Kari. Dr. Kari, it's SABiFICATE Revolution of the Global Clusters, and we're talking about skill is the new education. Skill is the new education. Dr. Kari, what's your take? Talking about skill being the new education. What's your take on this? We're currently streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on TikTok, and we're streaming on the Sparkle. Presently, everyone is watching you. What's your take on the certificate revolution concerning the topic skill is the new education? What's your take on that?
Well, thank you so much for having me, and welcome to everybody. It's so great to be here again, and I'll keep it very brief but to the point. That education around the world had over the years gotten worse, and they're still teaching the same way they were teaching 100 years ago. Education has not evolved, and there's reasons for that. My opinion is that if you keep people in the dark or you poorly educate them, then you can control them with drugs and other means. That's my opinion from observation of 47 years of being in the field of education, mental health, and business. So I've been a trainer for 47 years. I've trained literally over 2.5 million people from 30 different governments. So my opinion is based on a lot of observation from being in Nigeria, working with the Ministry of Education, from being in Pakistan, Nepal, working with the ministry and the government of education. And even in the United States, I see what I see, and I'm going to tell you the truth of what I see. Education is meant to make you stupid, meaning our school systems are made to make you stupider so you can be more controlled. That's why they allow drugs into the schools. It's another method of control. It's another method of making money off of people's weakness. But really, the moral of the story is our education, quote, education, our schooling should be geared towards skill development instead of memorization. Memorization is not skill. I mean, you can remember things, but that doesn't mean you can do anything. You can remember things, but that doesn't give you a profession. That you want to, at the end of the day, ask the students if they can do it, if they can apply what they learn. That's what knowledge is for. To build your skill, to learn something new, or to get better at doing things. If you look at what is learning, really look at it. Learning is not a bunch of words that are memorized. Learning is not passing a test. Learning is, can you do it? And if you're hiring someone, your question to them is, can they do the job? Can they get the results of what they've studied? Can they get the results of what they studied? Memorization does not show you they can do it. They are professional. They can have skill. They can get the results. And what are the skills that you need in life that you're not getting that you should have? Well, look at the problems that exist. And I'll tell you right now, it's very obvious what skills are missing. Too many people are taking drugs. That means they don't understand drugs are poisons. Too many people are going to violence and crime. They don't have enough skill to produce a value that's exchangeable with society. Meaning, in order to make money, you have to have a skill that you can exchange for another valuable that society can give back to you. If you're going to give someone eggs, they need to give you something back, or it's called criminal. If I give you money, if you come work for me for 5 hours and I don't pay you, that's criminal. Our economy is built on exchange. Exchange is built on products. Products are produced by people who have knowledge that they can apply. Products come from skill. Money comes from skill demonstrated. Your income is based on your demonstration of competence, your demonstration of skill. Skill comes from learning how to do something. Memorization does not mean you can do it. Our schools are backwards. They're cramming you full of facts, but they don't ask you to show me how it's done. They ask you to remember what we gave you. This is the lowest form of education of all time, is tell me what I just said. That is a low form of education. It is education, but it's a low form of education. We don't need a bunch of tape recorders. We don't need professional video game players. We don't need a bunch of people who can pass a test. You even know people who got great marks in school that are now have no job, or they're not doing what they went to school to do. You know those people who go to school, then they graduate, they don't know what they want to do with their life. You should align all your courses and all your knowledge in school to your purpose, to a skill. And did you know that a child can learn to read and write by the age of 3 years old? So then what are they doing now that 70% of the world cannot read? That is not an accident, my friends. This is the year 2026. We should have advanced our ability to learn and to do things. We should have advanced that knowledge, not gotten worse to a barbarism where we're still killing each other and eating each other like cannibals. We're trafficking 50 million people a year. That's the work of stupidity, of insanity, of criminality. That is the work of a society on the way out. That is the work of a society ready to blow itself up. We have to live in a world of people that have profession and skills and value, and they exchange that value for another valuable, and they can support their family. If you have no value, you can't even have a family. You have to go steal, or you have to go sell your body, or you have to go sell drugs. You have to do something completely unskilled. So skill should be the focal point, the concentration point, the strategy of what are we really doing with our schools and our educators and our learning? What are we teaching people, and what do we want them to become? We want them to become effective people. If I'm not correct, we want them to be able to accomplish great things. Even driving a taxi, you have to know what you're doing. Driving an airplane, feeding people. You go to a restaurant, you don't want to be poisoned and die or get stomach problems. You go into a restaurant, and if the food is bad or makes you sick, everybody will hear about that. Nobody will come to your restaurant. Your business will close. In the United States, 80% of all businesses fail in the first 2 years. People are becoming more and more illiterate, cannot read, cannot write, and therefore cannot learn and have no skill. So education has deteriorated. It's gotten worse over the years on purpose. And you bring down a community and you can buy it cheap. You bring down a neighborhood and you buy it cheap. You bring down a people and you own them. They have to borrow money. It is the same criminal concept, the same criminal mind that is working throughout our communities and using people as slave labor and putting them on drugs and controlling them in a very evil way. The answer to all of our problems is excellent education, where a student not only understands but can apply what they read. That means teachers who know how to teach, parents who know how to be parents. Parents are your first educators. Even parents don't know how to raise children. Parents don't even know how to get married. They don't even know how to pick the right person to marry. Then they get pregnant and then they have to marry, or they just marry for money, or they just marry so someone takes care of them, or they just get married because of the wrong reason. But you are seeing with your eyes a deterioration of our communities because of a lack of knowledge and skill. How do I deal with negative emotions? How do I deal with negative people in my life? How do I build my family up and make my family happy and successful? How do you open a business or build a business or have a successful business? No matter what's going on in the world around you, you can make success happen. You cannot fix a car that's broken if you don't know what you're doing. You look at the car and you just are confused. You look at a life or the mind or emotions and you're confused. You look at somebody who stole from you, an employee, and you're confused. You don't know, and you can't control your life. And that's why people have to look at the horoscope, or they have to hope that somebody makes their life better. You have to figure out your own life. You have to pick which shirt you're going to wear. You have to pick who you're going to marry. You have to pick what you're going to do. You have to know how to learn and study. You have to develop your skills so you can go out and make things happen. You can be and should be the master of your own universe and success, and not leave it up to fate or good luck or the horoscope or someone else to make your life better. And that's why the first key to any successful society is workable education and educators who know what they are doing. The problem with society is education first. Education first. Crime comes second, or After people can't learn, they become criminals or drug dealers. After people can't learn, they sit in their house and they don't do anything. After people can't learn, they think they're stupid, they're a failure, they can never make anything happen. Maybe some people who don't know how to learn inherit money, or they steal money, or they do something and then they can make things happen. But most people who cannot learn cannot do. And if you cannot do, you have no value whatsoever to exchange with society. You have no value. You have no value to yourself, and you have no value to anyone else. Therefore, learning at an early age is vital. One, you have to know how to learn and read and study. You have to know the vocabulary of the language. You have to know what the words are, what they mean, and what they represent. You have to know the language, or you cannot read, cannot do. And teachers right now teachers are doing a horrible job because they don't know what else to do. They have 40, 60 students, and the students aren't paying attention, or the students are starving, or the students don't get sleep, or the students' home life is horrible, or the bullying, or drugs, or all kinds of situations, and the teachers don't know what to do. And that is unacceptable. The system of education is the problem. We are still teaching the same way as the 1800s. It is time to upgrade education, not iPhones, not computers, not AI. The correct target is upgrade education so we can learn better with better results. Quality education. You have most people graduating, they have no future, they have no life. Even in China, everywhere. People graduate and they just don't know what they're going to do with their life, or they can't get a job, or they can't get married, or they can't do these things, or they're surrounded by drugs. And a lot of people are taking drugs right now. A lot, too. It's unbelievable. But we have 50 million people trafficked last year. Trafficking still exists. Drug dealing in our schools and communities is going on. Even psychiatric drugs are destroying lives. They're putting babies on psychiatric drugs. That's like cannibalism. That's like one of the worst things anybody can do, is put a baby on drugs. And these people are insane. These psychiatrists, they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're trained in the medical field, not in mental healing. That's what you should know about psychiatry. They are not trained in the mind. They are not healers of mental stress. 70% of all illnesses are caused by the mind. Most of the problems people have are caused by the mind. Somebody died, or you had bad things happen. These are stored in the mind. The psychiatrist is only trained on medical, and that's why all they can do is give drugs. That's all they can do, is put people on medication. And they come up with labels. ADHD, it's crap. It's not true. They came up with 500 different diseases in the past 20 years. It's total crap. They come up with the disease, so they have to have a drug to cure it. It's crap. It's drug dealing. These people can't cure anything. Ask any psychiatrist. They've never cured anybody. They even say that you can't cure people. And do you know what psychiatrists say? There's no such thing as the spirit. They are not trained on how the mind works. They have nothing. The field of the mind really belongs in religion, because those people at least know that people aren't animals. But psychiatry and psychology believe people are animals. People are spiritual beings. They're not animals. We've known this for thousands of years, that man and womankind are spiritual beings, separate from the physical. We've known this for thousands of years. And psychiatry and psychology taught in our schools is just treating people as animals. And anybody can find that out. Don't just listen to me. Do your own research. Psychology means study of the spirit, but they say there's no such thing as the spirit. That's what that word, psyche, spirit, ology, study of. And yet their leading textbooks say there's no such thing as the spirit, and that man cannot heal himself. It is total drug driven. Drugs, that's what they do. And false labels like ADHD. These are all false labels to put people on drugs and addict them to drugs. And that's a toxic drug world. We want everybody unconscious. We want everybody to be controlled. We want everybody on drugs for every problem they have. And that's how you make zombies. And that's how it's called, well, there's bad names for it, but really what most of us want. Hello? Can everybody hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, the last things I want to say is what we want is good knowledge and increase our skill without being druggies, without taking drugs, without harming other people, without being glued to the internet and playing video games for 3-4 hours a day. We need people with intelligence who can make things happen. We need leaders who know how to lead. We need educators who know how to educate. And we're building from the bottom up. We're building a new world with broken straws. And one person can change the life of 100,000 people. I've already proven it. You can make a huge difference if you decide to improve yourself by seeking better ways to do things, by seeking new knowledge and new tools. If you just continue to live in the past and do what we've done for thousands of years, this planet will disappear. Right before our eyes, they're destroying our children. Right before our eyes, they're destroying our people. And we can sit by and pretend or just say, it's fine, we don't have to do anything. Or we can take responsibility and take action and use the tools we're presenting to you. Look at them, see if it works. Don't be a vegetable. Don't be a zombie. Don't be a slave. Look for yourself, make your own decision, and then do something effectively for your community. And all of us together will salvage a dying world. That's what we will do. We will salvage this planet and push it up and help this planet grow up and achieve its potential by wonderful leadership and great education. And we can do it, and we're doing it in many places right now. There's many, many incredible, good, powerful, professional people out there doing the job right now. And this is a call. This could be our last call to reason. This could be our last call to reason. All we need is one madman with a finger on the nuclear button to end it all. So we take opportunity. We take advantage of the opportunity we have. It's called seize the moment. Seize the opportunity. We were not always free to communicate. You don't live in a communist country where if you say something, you're in jail. You are momentarily free enough to do something for your people, for yourself and your people. And it's the ones that are still awake that are making things happen, who see where we're going and where we possibly could go, and are taking responsibility for our people by increasing their education and removing the negative ones, removing the ones who have no value. Thank you so much for your time. I hope some of you are a little more inspired, and it is a great honor to be able to share some knowledge. I know I get excited. I know I'm a wild man, but you know what? It takes a little energy and a little life to put life into man and womankind. It takes a little excitement to make things happen. We don't care about the dead people who are just laying in the corner of their house waiting for the war to be over. We don't care about those people who are frightened of their own shadow and are just waiting for somebody to change their lives. We are the men and women of reason. We are the freedom fighters. We are the world builders. And you do it through action. And making your presence felt and using the resources and the tools you have, and not just yap about what's wrong or what she did to me or any of that crap. Take advantage of the opportunity. Seize the moment. Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you, Mr. Perez, and all of you here. You never know. One life we save could be our own. Have an awesome day.
That is the voice of our great preacher, the person of Dr. Gary Glaston. You are welcome, my great man here, man. You're always, anytime I listen to you, I have goosebumps all over my body because I can see a baby boomer, carrying the burden of the whole world, wanting the whole world to learn. Wow, this is amazing. It's an eye opener. You're shining the light. People of TikTok, I hope you're able to get something from, our daddy, Dr. K. People on YouTube, I hope you're able to get something. And people on the Sparkle, I hope you're able to get something. We're currently streaming on these three major platforms right now, and we intend to extend it. We're currently building a studio to be able to extend on all social media platforms so that one, we are televising, we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on Instagram, we're streaming on Thread, we're streaming on all the major social media platforms because this message needs to get to the root. As a matter of fact, I was in a conference yesterday in Turkey, and there was a device that we can record all of this message and take it to the people in the remote area. We're currently working on that. And people need to understand that education has actually evolved seriously. It is no longer the business as usual. It is no longer the usual business. It has actually changed tremendously. And thank you, Dr. Kari, for taking our time to do this. Thank you, Dr. Kari, for taking our time to actually do this. Having said that, thank you very much. I want to add over the baton to the 002 SABiFICATE Revolution of the Global Clusters for his closing remark. Clusteran Olukayode Oyedotu. Your closing remark, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, Global President of the Global Clusters. Thank you, Dr. Kari. Thank you to everyone who has taken part to be on today's SABiFICATE Revolution of the Global Clusters. It has been another amazing SABiFICATE Friday. Before we go, I can see the entrance of Sparky Olayinka. I hope you have been able to catch one or two things on today's SABiFICATE Revolution of the Global Clusters as well. In case you have missed a lot, kindly rewatch it on YouTube, and I will definitely drop it on the TikTok as well. But in case you would like to add your voice, or in case you have any question, please kindly unmute your mic and let's hear from you before we draw the curtain. Thank you. Okay, in case Spakiola is busy, thank you very much, our global president, for staying by today on today's SABiFICATE Revolution. It was a great moment that we were about exiting when Dr. Kari came in as well. So let us all take this SABiFICATE Revolution very important. It is the new education that gives you what you can do, not just going to study for certificates to just fix into the metrics of not able to do anything. As a clusterian, as a Sparky, you have to be a problem solver, no matter how small, no matter how big. Okay, I don't want to take too much of our time, but in case you all have anything else to say, please drop your comment on the SABiFICATE Revolution Hub. Everybody's comment is all welcome. Thank you very much, everyone. And we'll be drawing the curtain here now. I think our global president was saying the closing earlier on, but in case you want me to say it again, before we go, we normally ask, who are we? We are the Global Clusters, a consortium of professionals or those who want to become professionals, entrepreneurs or those who want to become entrepreneurs, and technocrats or those who want to become technocrats. The Global Cluster is not just a social media platform, it's a nation building social media platform, first of its kind, proudly African to the world. On the Global Clusters community, we do share accurate information and knowledge of our industry because it is the bridge that will take us from where we are to where we are supposed to be. We share accurate connection because to whom you're connected to determines what you will collect in life. It has been another amazing moment on Waiting You Sabi on Certificate Revolution of the Global Clusters. Tomorrow morning we meet for Let's Talk Security with retired Colonel Chief Binga Oshi in the morning. So thank you very much, everyone, and don't forget to leave your comment on the Certificate Revolution of Everybody's voice is all welcome. If you have any question regarding anything we have talked about, whether it's the global competency assessment test or digital literacy, or how you can champion any of the revolutions, or how you can get a center set up in your area for the global competency assessment test, please don't hesitate to message or send us a question. Thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice and wonderful weekend. Bye bye for now. Bye bye bye. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Is it the 800 topics to check? I don't know.